Day 19 of our 21 days of prayer and fasting. Is there something in your life that you kind of put on the shelf that it troubles you, but you don't pray about it because you kind of maybe think that way it's supposed to be? Maybe that's the hand that was dealt to you. You just settle with that. Well, I want to encourage you today to bring those things before the Lord. Here's why. Because the Bible says in Psalms 34, verse 15, it says, the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous and his ears upon to their cry. Look at verse 17. The righteous cry out and the Lord hears them and delivers them out of all their troubles. God is able to deliver us out of those things that trouble us personally. We can lay those at the altar at the feet of Jesus. Many times we don't pray about those things in our lives that trouble us because we think there's such a big mountain. We don't believe. Well, we don't say we don't believe. We just act it. We think it's too big or it's too hard for God to turn around. Well, the Bible says in Jeremiah 32 and verse 27, I am the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me? Certainly we know there's nothing too hard for God, except some things are too hard for us to believe that God is able. So what if we come before the Lord and bring those things, say, Lord, I believe, help my unbelief. I'm going to leave this at the altar. This morning, I got to pray about something in my life, been there for years, and it's a mountain. And I just said, God, I bring this before you. You see, when you're fasting, this is a time when your faith is getting charged up. So it's a moment, a good moment to get that thing off the shelf and lay it at the feet of Jesus and trust God that he's able. We are praying. You see, our job is to come before this God who's able to do exceedingly abundantly, our loving Father. It is our job to say, my part, I'm going to bring this to you. I'm going to trust you, God. You are able. You turn things around. You make crooked places straight. You rain manna from heaven. You divided the Red Sea. You quieted the storms. You are God who raised the dead. You are God who answers by fire. It's not my job to figure out how this mountain is going to move in my life. I'm just going to trust you because you know how. That's what the Bible says in 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 9. The Lord knows how. I don't need to know how. He knows how to deliver the righteous. So I encourage you today, take that thing in your life that troubles you personally, bring it before the Lord, trust him for it, leave it at his feet, and let God be God in your life. I'll see you tomorrow.